Good evening and welcome. My name is Anayo from the ICT unit of Kogo City University, Enugu. Okay, today I will be showing you how to make use of the Zoom app to pre-record your lectures ahead of time. You can now share this video to your students, and all you need to do is now your forum discussions. Okay, after they must have gone through your lecture notes and then the video presentation of the slide that you have for them. Okay, so in this training we'll be looking at how you can use the Zoom app to record this, to achieve this. So why we are using the Zoom app to pre-record is because with the free version that we are making use of, you cannot record, you cannot have a meeting with 3 or more people for more than 40 minutes. Okay, that gives it a very big limitation. So what if you have a lecture that will take more than 40 minutes, and because of timing, because your students might not come in when they are supposed to come in, when the lecture is supposed to begin, you might end up spending or wasting maybe 5 to 10 minutes waiting for your students to come in before the class. Okay, but with this you can prepare your presentation, prepare your slides, record the video presenting the slide, and then send it to the students to read ahead of your discussion class so that they can take part effectively. So once you open your Zoom app, you will see these 4 icons here: the new meeting, the join, the schedule, the share screen. Okay, currently what we want to do is to start a meeting and then share screen. So what we'll do is to first of all start the meeting. Okay, once we start this meeting, we'll allow the meeting to record us. Okay, it's always good, since they are not here, you record with a video so that they will see you and it makes the presentation even more authentic. Okay, so with this, once your Zoom app opens up and the meeting starts, you can now go to full screen. Okay, now this is the full screen. Currently the recording haven't started. Okay, so what we want to do now is to share your screen, and then in sharing your screen, that is where we now bring in the PowerPoint presentation that we intend the students to go through. Okay, so this is still the setup process. So this is the PowerPoint presentation that I want to share. So we'll click on the PowerPoint and then click on share. Okay, so now we are at the PowerPoint presentation. You can either leave it at this stage and begin your recording, or you actually start the presentation. Now the presentation begins, and then you can now start recording. Now to start your recording, how do you control your screen in this situation? Once you move your mouse to the top of the screen, you will see the icons. Okay, and then once you get to the more tab where you have 3 dots, you go down and you see record. Now this is what will now give you the feature that we are looking at, or we are looking for, that we want to use for this our presentation. So once you click on record, your screen begins to record. Okay, the app begins to record. Now you can see that there is 3 dots here. Now in the presentation that the students are going to see, they will not see the dots. You are the only one seeing this, and you are the only one that can see it, because I am using another app to record this video that we are doing. Okay, so now you can now start your presentation normally as you would if the students are in the class. Okay, so you go through your slide: introduction to computer, basic computer components, you do your normal presentations explaining in details how you would have explained them if the students are in class. And once you are done with your presentation, you can just click. Once you get to the last part, you give your closing remarks, and then you go and stop your, either you stop it or you pause it depending on what you want to do. Now from here you can already see that you can pause your recording and you can also stop it from here. So now in this case we are done with the recording. So we finished the vote of thanks for the students. Now there is no need for you to ask or wait for questions here, because you just tell them that it's question time, and then that the question will now be answered during the forum session and all that. And then once you are done with all those closing remarks, you stop your recordings. Okay, now you also notice that we are still in the presentation, but we have stopped the recording. Okay, so when I play back, you will see where the recording stopped. Okay, so you can now stop sharing, and then you end the meeting. Now the meeting will not save, or your recordings will not save until you end the meeting. Okay, so once we end this meeting, then our recording will stop. End meeting, and end meeting for all. So our recording will now stop and then save. Okay, so it's converting the meeting recording. Once it finishes this recording, it will save it in a folder on my system here. Now, maybe you don't want to wait for it to finish recording, you want to start another presentation. Okay, you just click out and start a new presentation and record and continue that way. Now when you are done, you can now come back to your meetings to see all the meetings you've hosted and have converted and all that. You come to your meetings, and then you will see the ones, these are the meetings I've hosted in the future, in the past rather, that I've recorded, and they are all saved on this system. So I can now click on any of them. Okay, and once you click on open, it will open the folder where it is saved. Okay, the one we just did has finished converting, so I can double click it to play it back, okay, to see what it looks like, if it's okay to be shared with the students, did I do everything right and all that. Screen begins to record. Okay, so the app begins to record. Now you can see that there is 3 dots here. Now in the presentation that the students are going to see, they will not see the dots. You are the only one seeing this. So this is a 1 minute and 45 seconds recording. Okay, and then you will see that this is what they will see, obviously. Okay, but then you notice that the control for the zoom that was at the top here did not appear in the video. Okay, so that is to show you exactly how it will look like when you are done with your recordings. Okay, so that is it about the recordings. Thank you very much everybody for your attention. For further inquiries, you can always call me or chat me up on WhatsApp or Telegram. Thank you and have a nice day.